This house is selling for $600,000. Intro.
Let's go get this money!
This house is a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, and is currently listed for $600,000. Now, this house itself is not worth $600,000. So supposedly, what makes this property worth so much is because you can actually subdivide and build 2 more houses onto this lots. But obviously, that's going to take some time for the new buyer to figure it out with the city. I mean, if you want to make money, this is the kind of house that you want to buy. You want to buy the ugliest house in the neighborhood, and then once you fix it up, then obviously now your ugly house will become worth as much as the nicest one on the block. So when you buy the nicest one on the block, obviously you got to pay retail value for the property because you cannot add any more value to get the equity to go up. So you want to buy something like this, a rundown house in your area. This is perfect. So let's go check it out. But we got to figure out a way to get in. Okay, so let's go out back. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly what happened with this property. It's probably it's vacant. It has a 2-car garage. So when you trying to figure out what the value of the property is, you want to make sure that you are comparing apples to apples. So so you got to compare bedrooms to bedrooms, bathrooms to bathrooms, square footage, etc. You want to make sure how big is the lot. Also, too, is does it have a garage or not? A single car garage or a double car garage? Because if it's a single, it's not going to be as valuable as a 2-car garage. All right. So you got to make sure that you keep that in mind. Decent sized backyard, pretty nice. Obviously this house probably been vacant for a long time. I saw some pictures on the market. It's pretty trash. Gosh, I don't know how we're gonna get in, Nathan. But this is a single level, so we call this a rambler. I don't know how we're gonna get in. Shoot, I really want to show you guys the inside. I might have to climb windows or something. I don't have the keys. Oh, look, nope. Okay, it's all boarded up. So when you are driving around town, around your area, you want to make sure you want to look for a property like this. Obviously, you want to make sure, I mean, things like this, it looks like it's run down. It hasn't been upkept, vacant. Obviously, when you see boarded up window like this. So, you know, when you go and you look for a property like this, you're not competing with a bunch of people. Because 97% of the time, most people out there, they're looking for a move-in ready. Like this to them is an eyesore. Like they won't even look at this. They'll just drive past it, all right? So this to an investor. So if you want to get rich, if you want to make money in real estate, you got to think like an investor, not a regular homeowner. Because to an investor, this house is just perfect. To them, the uglier it is, the better for them. Because obviously the uglier the house is, they know that they can get they can buy the property, all right, at a major discount, fix it up, and then resell it for a big profit. So this house here itself, I look at the picture already, we can't get in, but this house, to completely re-update this house, granite countertops, stainless steel appliances, tile bathrooms and all that, I'm meaning nice. It's gonna cost you roughly about over $100,000 to update this house. So it's a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, 1,300 square feet. It's gonna cost you that much, but after this house is completed, it's going to be, I'm guessing, in the mid-700s, so around $750,000. But at the price of $600,000 to buy this property, the investor that's going to buy it, they're not going to make money just by fixing this house up, okay? Because once they fix this house up, they're pretty much at regular retail value already. So the plan for this house is rehab this house, subdivide it, rehab it, and then build another house or so onto the lot. That's where the money's at. I know there's some investors, what they do is they will run power from the house to the garage. So let's say if they're not planning to park the car there and they want to rent it out to get extra income, they will turn this garage into a living space. All right, and that's how you can get extra income, or you can rent out the garage. A lot of nowadays, what people do to help them, either live rent-free or help them out with their mortgage is that they actually rent out the bedroom. It's called house hacking, right? So you fix it up, maybe you live in one bedrooms, and then you can rent out the rest. Great if you're like in college, right? Maybe your parent helps you buy the house, you live in one bedrooms, you rent it out to all your roommates, and guess what? Now you're living rent-free, and if you do it right, you can actually get cash flow from it because you can charge per bedrooms higher than if you were to rent the entire house out. So garage is a great way to make some extra income. So here are things that you want to look for. So this house here, so you want to look for foundation, all right? So these are things that you want to look for when you are wanting to buy a house. Foundation, you want to go around, all right? So it sits on a foundation. Some house sits on post and block. If the house sits on post and block, it doesn't worth as much as if it to sit on a solid foundation like this. Post and blocks are not as valuable as these. So you want to see crack. So if you start to see crack in a foundation, which means that you might want to get someone to come out. You're right. Basically a foundation specialist to look at it. But sometimes, once they built the house and things start to settle, there might be a little crack here and there. But when you start seeing a lot of crack around the foundation, you definitely want to get a foundation specialist to come out and look at it. Because to repair a foundation, it can cost you a lot of money. So some of the big ticket items when it comes to renovating a house or look for is electrical, plumbing, foundations, things that, and then also too is you want to get under the crawl space. So whoever it is, you want them to go under the crawl space to look to see if there's any issue with the subfloor. That's also very, very important. So to me, if I were to buy this property here, I will go around and I will check. Like, I know this house is extremely old. So obviously, new sidings, new roof, new gutters. To me, I'm guessing that the foundation of this property is fine. So for those of you who don't know, I got into real estate at the age of 27. I've been at this game for 10 plus years. When I first got into real estate, I knew nothing about houses. I didn't know anything. I didn't know that this is siding. And I didn't even know this is called T111. So it's a different type of sidings. They don't use this anymore. Nowadays, they use hardy plank. So these are kind of the older stuff. But I didn't know any of the terms or anything like that. So start out, obviously didn't know much. Obviously, new windows. I mean, after you do the landscaping, this house actually gonna be pretty nice. But I don't think we can get in today. So if I were to make an offer on this property, so it's currently listed for $600,000. I think it's been on the market for over 100 days already. So there's tons of investors probably already look at this property already. But if I were to make an offer on this property, you see, I am not into the whole subdividing, all right, and dividing up the land and building new construction. So that's just not my expertise. So if I were to look at this property, if I were to put in my offer, I would just look at this sitting on a large lot, all right, with a single family home on it. So fully renovate, update, this house will be worth around $750,000. I know it's gonna cost me, let's just say $110,000 to fix the property up. So typically what I do is I go ARV, which is $750,000. Let me take my calculator out. $750,000. I minus 30%. So that's the discount that I want. I want a 30% discount, 30% on my money. So that brings the property down to $525,000. Okay, now I gotta minus the repair. What it's gonna cost me to fix this house up? So I'm thinking it's gonna cost me $110,000. You're talking about completely update. Kitchen, bathrooms, roof, electrical, plumbing, all of that. So now I gotta take $110,000, which is the rehab cost, off of the 525. So this puts me at 415,000. So if I were to buy this property, fix it and flip it, that would be the highest that I'm willing to pay for this house. But listen, since the market is extremely hot where I'm at, and I'm sure where you're at as well, I can go as high as 25%. So 750,000 minus 25%. That brings it down to, which means I can pay higher for this property since the market is very hot. So I would go 525, so that brings me down to 562. And if I take 562 minus $110,000 I'm gonna put into rehab, which means the highest offer that I can offer for this property is $452,000. But I wouldn't start at 452 because you want to negotiate. So if I'm going to submit my offer, I'm going to come in, I'm going to come in at like $401,000 and some change. You don't want to come in with the exact amount. You want to come in with some odd number. The reason why you want to do that, because you want to mess with their mind. You want to let them know, hey, I did my calculation. I got, so this is the number. So the odd number is what you want to play. So I would come in and offer them low and then negotiate to the top, the max that I'm willing to pay for, which is the 452. Now listen, if I were to wholesale this property, which means this is what the investor will pay you, 452 at a 25% discount, they'll pay you 452. So if you want to make a profit, you got to get this property under contract for lower than that. So if you want to make, let's just say if you want to make $20,000 on this property, you need to get this property under contract for $432,000 and then flip your contract over to someone that wants to fix and flip it for $452, right? So that's how you make your $20,000 spread. So if you were to wholesale this property, which means you got to get it lower than what the fix and flipper would pay for it. And that's how you make your profit as a wholesaler. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please show your boy King Kong some love. Boom! Smash that thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to the Wholesale to Million family. Be sure to, boom! Smash that subscribe button. And make sure you turn on the bell notification so when I upload a new video or when I go live, you get notified. Now, if you guys have any ideas that you want me to shoot some content about, go ahead and comment down below. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, be sure to do so. Go to @RealKingKong on Instagram. And another thing is I'm about to launch my own NFT project called the TMC, the Millionaire Club. Currently right now we have over almost 15,000 members already on our Discord channel. So you're interested in learning more about it or get onto my NFT project, I'm opening up the Discord channel right now for free so you can network with some of the most driven and ambitious entrepreneur on the planet. So go ahead and click the link in my descriptions or just go to kingkong.com/Discord. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care and ciao. This right here is the living room. As you can see, it's pretty nasty.